Lord. Skylar.
Yes. A really, really long songs.
Actually, because we played Sweet Child of Mine,
Mm.
we just came from playing Journey. Carry on my wayward son.
Yeah, I love that song.
I didn't know it was that progressively long though.
It is.
The progression is long.
Always reminds me of Supernatural.
Supernatural. Do you know I never really got to finish?
No.
Like I did season 1,
Uh-huh.
and that was it for me. Like I didn't get to proceed to go on. Like I don't know why. I think there were too many things at the same time.
Yeah.
At the same time, Game of Thrones came out around the same time.
Mm.
Same time, I don't know what else was there. Like literally, I was still catching up with Housewives. As in, it was just too much.
It was a lot.
It was a lot.
Oh,
But yes,
wow.
after season 1,
Mm.
I just dropped it.
Oh my god. I used to watch my cousins, my older cousins watch it from time to time. You know, it used to air on, I think, on TV at like 10:30 p.m. in the night.
Right? Yes, it used to come on
Right.
TV.
Yeah, and
Totally
I was
forgot about
Was
that.
it on TV or was it KTN? I'm not certain. One of those two.
It was NTV. It was
NTV.
actually NTV.
Yeah.
You got it right. I totally forgot about that, but yes, it was
Yeah.
NTV.
So I was like, when will I ever get to sit down and watch this, Mashitani thing? Because your parents are like, hey, this is too much for you. You're not an adult. You can watch this. And then I finally, I hit 14. I'm telling you, the way I reran that series from season 1 to the last one, and after high school, I still did the same thing.
Right.
I love Supernatural. I feel like, I'm not sure if you watched, was it Lucifer? Yeah.
Yes, season 1 again.
Yeah.
Then dropped. Lucifer dropout.
If you are a Supernatural fan, you'd feel like Lucifer was kind of fetching or biting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it started off nicely,
Mm.
and then it went from this really cool dark kind of character
Mm.
to now we were watching one of these cop shows, man. It was
Yeah. It's now, it's like Reddington, but in a supernatural setting.
it wasn't even Reddington. Reddington is cooler than that.
Yeah.
It just turned into.
Mhm.
I'm trying to look for the words like Law and Order. It's
Mm.
with a hint of a sarcastic devil.
Mhm.
It was just okay,
Ah,
devil,
it
you're here to
died.
solve mysteries. Why are you here to do that?
I saw the only thing that was left of that series after season 1 was Lucifer's charm.
And that's what people were fighting to get back,
Yeah.
because when it was cancelled,
Mm.
guys were furious.
Mm.
There was a whole
Mm.
thing about bringing it back, blah blah blah. I was like, F that, bring back Society. I need my closure with Society. Okay, have you watched Society?
I didn't. I also did what you did. I watched it first season and I was like,
It didn't continue.
no.
They chopped it off during COVID. They were like, it costs too much. So, yes, I have a closure issue with Society. I keep refreshing Netflix to see if they're going to bring a season 2. And they are not. There's so many seasons that they've done that to me.
That was a crazy series. I was honestly looking forward to seeing what happens after.
Yeah. I was I really was. As in, I kept on just watching and rewatching just with the hopes that they'll bring it back. But no, Netflix has said nothing doing. So I'm here with my closure issues. I think I just need to stop subscribing to Netflix, because every time I see Society, I get so sad.
Don't you worry. Netflix are actually now gonna charge. Free accounts are going soon.
Yeah.
Send me an email today morning like, yo, remember?
Yeah, remember. Hey, those emails. There was Santala. Hey.
I can remember.
Where? There was Santala or cash combined. As in this guy.
And then they send it to you with an offer. They're by the way, you only have this one time.
Yeah.
To get it at this much.
Right.
Otherwise, you like the rest of.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I'm like, you know what? Do what you gotta do, Netflix. Do what you gotta do. Okay? I still have my pirated sites that I can use, okay?
And it's at this point, we're going to be paying for everything. I don't know if you checked out the news or if you've been using YouTube lately. So, I had ad block.
Uh-huh.
I had all sorts of ad block.
Right.
I had VPN, and then I'm like, okay, wait, why are they flagging my ad block?
Right.
So right now, you just have to pay for premium.
Oh,
Google is cracking down on ad blockers on all sides. So if you're using it at some point, they say they're gonna what do you call it? They're gonna take back their account if you keep using.
oh, ad
If
block.
they flag you
Because that's how they
more
make
than
money.
enough
That's how other
times.
people make
Yeah.
money. Yeah.
I'm like, this past week has been crazy because now I kind of got used to it.
Yeah.
I got to watch the news without my, without me wanting to, because it's pop-ups. Hey, the breaking news is you where, and then there's another pop-up for I'm learning. I don't know, things I never thought I'd learn.
Grammarly.
Grammarly. I'm like, oh, and then I found this website that this app software that helps you clean out subscription emails. Yeah,
Oh.
all from ads. I'm like, oh, so this is how I get to clean them out. I don't have to go one by one,
Right.
and I can subscribe. I'm like, okay, so much usefulness in these ads, but still, not to say that I'm agreeing with them, but I'm like, okay, makes
Yeah,
sense.
there's always that thing, but man, it's just like when you're always used to the free stuff, it's hard to
Yeah.
start paying. Your options are add 2 more GB. The other one says I am broke. Also, hotness, a lot of heat in Nairobi. And we try to live through it as we wait for us to now start pulling out our boats and canoes to start
Yeah.
swimming along the streets of Nairobi. But yeah, as we wait for that, we will just get into the music. We've decided today is all about soft vibes, okay?
Yes.
Soft vibes. So let's get into the music right here on the Surge, and we'll be taking in your requests all night, okay, until 10 p.m. on 788-380030. Keep it here. That's what I'm going to be saying come Sunday.
Come Sunday, we made it to the end of
We
the
made
week.
it. In fact, just the end of this year.
Wow. That's quite a roundup.
Like, literally, could we
Yeah.
just, like, take the year like this?
And be done. Be done. Be gone.
Be gone.
Yeah, it's been a really long year, funny enough.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like last year flew by quicker than this one.
Oh,
This one
100%.
flew from January all the way till sometime in June, and then it just stalled.
Right.
Every time you turn around, it's like 30 days left to the end of the month.
I think it's just because we're waiting for some goodness to finally
Yeah.
occur, and it's just been
Uh,
upon upon
and the government is not helping. It's not helping. Nothing is helping.
Like, you turn on the TV, you go on social media, it's just one disaster after another. The world
Mm-hmm.
needs to be turned around, like upside down, put like up again,
Yeah.
so it can just, changanyika itself, and then now try and find its way back to normalcy.
Yes, we need some kind of balance. We need to regain our balance, my gosh.
Yes.
You'd think it's just here, and then you look at the news and you're like, okay, so I'm not suffering alone. It's not much of a consolation.
It's not a consolation at all, because where do you go to?
Yeah.
Hey, it's a mama fula.
Wafula is here to such a girl. as
Hey,
always.
where?
Oh, wow.
So,
Thank you.
for those who don't know, Wafula is famous on TikTok
Yes.
right by now. He's a guy who supplies everybody who comes out of a certain club, and everybody's feeling his vibe because he's that guy.
He's that guy.
He's that guy. So,
He's that
for
guy.
those wanting to know, that's Wafula. If you ever are around the Baricha area,
Yes.
he is the plug.
The plug.
The plug for hot dogs and smokies
And small child.
and smoochers. Oh, we were celebrating.
Everything, man. And then I'm telling you, I could live there in the village of Kundimbali, but literally I could be eating there for
Sometimes you're coming to work and you're thinking, okay, what time is Wafula checking in? Because
Yes. Yes, definitely.
oh yeah, right.
And there's always talked up on Nawashi. You get there and you're like, oh, this queue is never ending. That's how good Wafula stuff is. So
Yes.
if you're ever around, just check him out. Look for
Big
him.
shout out to Wafula.
Big shout out. So yes, Busta Rhymes did perform at the 2023 BT Awards. Did you watch the BT Awards? Yeah?
Unfortunately, no, I haven't watched a lot of awards of late. I won't even lie.
Wow.
It's bad. Yeah.
I don't want to spoil this one for you, but I already did. But Busta Rhymes' performance was one of the best.
He was, yeah. I remember though that I covered the highlights.
Yeah.
And he was there with Split Star. I think even he got some sort of, I think, lifetime achievement award. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah, so it was a really great show. He brought in so many old people and new people as well, and he was there giving a whole lot of a very lengthy speech about how artists should come together and just bridge that gap,
Yeah.
just work together and brew good things. Yeah. So yes, that was a great song. Now we can take a look at some of what's in the rock news. So an ex-Slipknot singer says that the band was unaware of Mushroom Head early on. So I don't know if you know about Mushroom Head.
That's, I saw that headline. I was like, okay, I'm not trying to read the story now, but yes, as in like, is Mushroom Head a group, a band?
Yes.
Were they rivalry?
So funny thing is, Mushroom Head and Slipknot started out at the same time.
Yeah.
Almost the same time. But then they have similar images, like with their masks, performances and everything.
Right.
So Mushroom Head has always accused Slipknot of stealing their image because they say they came earlier and then Slipknot came in a bit later.
Yeah.
But then a next Slipknot singer was saying, yeah, we're not aware of Mushroom Head. And yeah, so the singer is Corey Taylor. He was recently in an interview.
Right.
And he said the band was not aware of Mushroom Head and that they later discovered Mushroom Head after they released their debut album. So yeah, not much to believe there. You could just we could have similar ideas. I mean,
the masks could have easily been inspired by any movie,
right?
Any horror movie out there. You can't claim originality with that, to be very honest.
You cannot.
No.
Literally everyone I know, whether a villain, whether Halloween movies, whether scary movies, they all have a mask. And it's not just a sane mask. It's a very insane, gory kind of mask. So I'm like, yeah, maybe y'all thought the same. And then plus, it's been too long. I've never heard people complain about this. So I feel like both of them could exist. They've been existing.
As in,
at the same time,
as in, like, it's so trivial. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So, in other news, Tommy Lee recalls drinking 2 gallons of vodka a day.
As in,
So, if you
how is he alive?
that's technically my question. How are you even?
How?
He must be a cat. I'm sure he's died so many times because 2 gallons of vodka. Where do you even? At a quarter, where does it go to?
Like how you still like how you functioning?
How?
I remember this guy is on the drums, yeah.
He is.
How is he functioning anyway?
Oh, but Lee has been quite open about his struggles with addiction in the past. So in a recent interview, he said, I remember that time and he was able to function while drinking that much, but knew that he had a problem. So he eventually got sober in 2008.
Okay.
But like we always say, funny thing is most of these are rock artists or, rock band members. That's how they leave. Most of them are high off of whatever in their concerts, and you'd think they're sober as hell, but
yeah,
they're really not. It's like the life of.
It's really, really interesting to just kind of like see how these guys usually navigate.
Yeah.
Because yes, they are high off of their minds, their ever-loving minds, but they're still over there doing their thing, man.
Imagine.
It's
and
interesting.
Very aware, like, yo, I know I got a problem, but I'm good and I can function, so it's cool.
It's cool.
Okay.
Moving on swiftly.
I guess we have David Coverdale, who wants former members for a final Whitesnake album. So I wasn't really a fan of Whitesnake. Have you been an active listener of Whitesnake?
Not yes. I actually liked Whitesnake.
You did.
Here I go again on my own. Yes,
Wow.
I like Whitesnake.
So if you don't know, Whitesnake is a British.
I should stop singing for people anyway.
I think they love it. I actually love it. Just being serenaded here, low-key, but but Whitesnake is a British hard rock band that was active since the early 1970s, and now they want to reunite with former members for a final album. So I'm sure you'd like that one.
Yes.
Yeah.
That would be so great.
Yeah. Finally, time for me to get on and see what Whitesnake's all about. Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, you. First of all, as you're talking, let me get you a song. We need to put it there next.
Give me a song. Yes, but Triple H. This is so classic because Triple H just reminds me of primary school and how I used to love wrestling and all that.
Yeah.
But Triple H inspired Lemmy to do 2 of Motorhead's biggest covers.
Okay.
So Motorhead was a British heavy metal band that was active from the mid-1970s.
Right.
And it was known for their loud and fast, aggressive music.
Yeah.
So the frontman said that Triple H inspired him to do The Game and Enter Sandman. He was more impressed by Triple H's entrance music and he wanted to create something similar for Motorhead. So, yeah, I've always thought of wrestlers as people who really love rock. They're all rockheads.
Right.
They all just live that crazy life.
No,
this energy and
as in like even their theme songs are really. They're actually all of them are just rock inspired, to be very honest. And they literally set the tone for even the Hall of Fame, like just because whenever they come in and they come into that music to thousands of people watching, it just gives you that feeling.
Yeah.
I've missed watching wrestling.
Oh my god.
You're just taking me back with so many things.
Today it's that day.
For nostalgia.
Going back in time. Yes, in other news, there's Richie Blackmore from Deep Purple.
Okay.
So do you know that he left Deep Purple twice? He left and came back. So we're like, hey, the first time wasn't enough. You had to come back and make sure. Did I leave you for the right reasons?
Or did they miss me?
Did they miss me?
Abandonment issues.
Yeah, sure. I can't believe they let me go like that. Let me just go back and be sure they must miss me.
How dare they?
But yeah, Richie Blackmore is a British guitarist, so he's known for his work with Deep Purple. He's left the band twice in his career, and the first time he left in 1975 was because of musical differences. So the second time he left in 1993, is because he wanted to pursue a different musical direction. I feel like nah, it's just like, bros, I miss you guys, but I don't want to let you know. Let me
Yeah.
just come back one last time before I go for real.
All right. It's like a,
Yeah.
you know, it's a bro thing. It's a dude thing. No? So
Yeah, so
like,
bro,
like I miss you guys, but I'm not gonna show
I'm
you.
not gonna show you. So
Mm.
this is my way. If
Mm-hmm.
you don't get it, you don't get it. You don't get it.
Right.
Yeah, but that is it for the rock news roundup.
But I'm happy about White Snake.
Yeah, you are. White Snake.
You really have to listen to this song.
Uh-huh.
Flozz, please look for White Snake. Here I go again. 87. It was an 87 song.
Wow.
That's how far it goes back.
Wow.
Like the entry to it is just
Uh.
Anyway, you listen for yourself.
I definitely will. I definitely will. But I'm looking forward to hearing what they have. You know, I'm at that point where I'm going back to old school music because I don't know. I feel like a lot of what's out there is not giving me much of what I want to listen to. I'm a poetic girl.
Right.
I want to listen to content. I want to listen to some poetic stuff, some literature.
Right.
You know, like the 7-minute songs. I want that. And where else am I gonna get it?
As in, where else but here?
Where
Yeah, first of all,
else?
but the progressive music is just
Yeah.
like, it's on another level. Like, when you used to listen to it, you're like, oh, cool. But listening to it now, you're like, that was long. It's just the guys on the guitar just progressively trying to get in those strings, and it's like, that was long.
Yeah.
It's goodbye, it was long. But yes, we got you guys covered. Of course, we are taking in your requests. You're already coming, bringing them in. Ranging big shout outs to you from that group of men, that WhatsApp group that you're not in.
Yeah.
That one, yes. He's asking for suburban vibes. So suburban, definitely coming for you. I have got you on Cradle. In fact, Cradles is one thing that my nephew loves.
Mhm.
Loves. So I'll play for you. That's Rangy. Thank you guys so much for being here with us. Keep your requests coming in. We got you until 10 p.m. When his skills is not here, Yanni, you take advantage of it. Yanni, just tell us this is what you let to get played.
Definitely.
We will play every single one of them. As long as they're within that range. We got you covered.
Exactly.
Right, let's get back into the music with your requests. As long as they are in with us, we'll play them. We'll also be playing our own. It's all about that Halloween vibe up until the end of October. Let the ghouls and goblins start coming out. Ooh. Looking forward to it. Keep it right here on The Surge. White Snake, here I go again on my own. I was stomping down like I was stomping down the devil, okay?
Yes.
Hey! That is one of the greatest songs of the 80s. That song came out in 87, like literally when my small sister was born.
Wow.
Yes, great song.
Mm.
Great musicians. They don't make voices like those anymore, my
They
friends.
don't.
Ah, that takes me back. It takes me back. That was when rock was,
Yeah.
as in like for, the voices of that time.
Mm.
But rock is still rock till now, and that's why we celebrate it every time, every week, right here on the Surge. And of course, we're taking in your requests on +254-788-380030. So there's one really cool thing SKYLAR does every week. There's a "This Really Happened" segment that you always
Yeah.
do. What was the "This Really Happened" segment for this week?
Yes, this actually happened.
Uh-huh.
So this week we had David Bowie.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and he's always dramatic with his dressing, with his costumes, with his performances.
Yes.
So he was reaching out to the crowd, just waving and saying hi and whatnot while performing.
Uh-huh.
So funny thing is, this fan decides to show their appreciation. On a normal day, you just handshake or you grab onto them with hopes of getting a hug.
Right.
But this one actually had an unplucked chicken.
Dead or alive?
Alive. They had an unplucked chicken.
Wait,
for
so the
this man.
cook was just over there freezing
It was over there.
without its
An
feathers.
unplucked chicken.
Oh my gosh.
So, but
Alive?
alive. So he just looked at it and is like, I don't even know what this is. So he had no reaction. He
Right.
just paused for a minute and then continued performing. Like,
Okay. Well, what else would you do? A lot of us lunges, we know exactly what to do. Okay.
I know exactly what to do. The first thing I do is, where's that guy? Nani, this thingy, I would just put it in the back. I'll pick it up on my way
In
home.
the back. Warm that water. Start boiling it.
Stop boiling
Turn the
it.
heat up.
Oh my god.
Alafu,
Uh-huh.
toa shingo alafu weke ndani. Hivyo tu.
Wallahi, we are done.
I'll do the rest. But I'm done with this set.
Ah,
Don't
he-
worry, I got you.
He just gave it back.
That's
man.
it.
He was like, hey man, I can't do this. And he just walked away.
It's so funny.
It's so funny.
But again, you just gave it to the wrong person. Me, you should have given it to me. I'll tell him what to do
I
with
would
it.
be so appreciative.
Yes.
Kwanza vile, it's been a while since I had kienyeji.
Aki for real.
Oh my gosh, I'd be like, oh wow, you just know, you know me.
Aki, see our lives. See our lives. Yeah, but you know what to do with it.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, for these Wazungus, they wouldn't know exactly what to do with it. But yes,
Not
we
at
got you
all.
covered. But yes, that is what actually happened.
Yeah,
it's
that's
what actually happened this week.
Mm.
I really love it. Please, I'm waiting for the next one
Okay.
because for the lives of rockers and whatever
Yeah.
surrounds them, is usually a lot of bizarreness, just a
Yeah.
lot of things that happen. That it's like,
Exactly.
how, why, what, when, what?
The funny thing is, nobody actually ever saw him as. You see that image that we had on that reel?
Yeah,
So he kind of looks like the chicken itself.
right.
He did. So people weren't seeing that up until the plucked chicken event. So they're like, hey, wait. By the way, if you look at Bowie Vizuri, he actually resembles that unplucked
Oh
chicken.
my gosh.
And that's when now you go online and you just write Bowie chicken. So many people have just put up chicken on the side and then him on the side just to show you how much of a resemblance there is.
I never saw it that way, and I love Bowie. I never actually saw it that. That is,
Yeah.
oh my god, that is funny.
Yeah, it was.
That is mean but funny.
I
But
really
mean.
want to know what was going through the fan's head though.
Just that she
His train of
resembles
thought
a
is like,
black
oh.
chicken.
Let me pluck this chicken.
And the
for
door is
Bowie.
to a side by side match. As in, like, who comes up with these things? That is funny. That is actually funny. That got me rolling. All right, so today we got our list, and we're looking at 10 rock musicians who became Christian pastors,
Oh wow.
speakers, and worship leaders.
Yeah. The irony.
It's the irony.
Yeah.
But it's not uncommon, though. It's not
No.
uncommon.
Mm-mm.
A lot of people just move on to that path in their lives. It's like, yeah. this has been a long road.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen everything I needed to see.
Mm.
I am tired now. I have gotten it out of my system.
Yes.
All the groupies I needed to get with, I've gotten with them.
I'm done.
All the weirdness I need to get out of my system, all the things I needed to experiment,
I've done them.
I've done them.
Mm.
Now it's time to leave it to the Lord.
Yes.
Lay all my burdens at the cross.
Wow.
And a lot of guys have actually gone that path. Not even just only, Christian.
Mm-mm.
Even with hip hop artists, we've had Mace. Mace who did the same thing. MC Hammer
Yeah.
also went that path.
Mm.
Kanye West.
Mhm.
There are a lot of
Yeah.
guys who actually try and go that path because they feel like either during their drug-ridden days they saw ghosts or demons
Mhm.
and they couldn't go through that path anymore,
Yeah.
or just because of the fact that they have just done it all and they're done.
They're done.
They're absolutely done. Now, for this particular list, we've heard about all the famous rockers who later publicly converted to Christianity, like Bob Dylan, Megadeth, Dave Mustaine, and others. But what about the rockers who put their money where their mouths are and actually got ordained to go out and minister to others, or led throngs of fellow worshippers in Sunday services? That's definitely dedication, to
Yeah,
leave
it
alone all
is.
the drugs, sex, and alcohol
It is.
for another kind of high, and that's a high in the Lord, okay?
Amen.
Now we have Stephen Christian of Ann Berlin. He was a lead singer, and now he's a campus pastor at a place called Grace Family Church in Florida.
Oh.
And his full-time church leadership gig seems to be a big part of why he took a hiatus from the emo rock band in 2023 to better focus on his faith, family, and community.
Nice.
We have Adam Lorbach of Homegrown, and from 1994 to 2005, Adam Lorbach sang co-lead vocals and played bass in the pop-punk band Homegrown. And today, he's a worship pastor at the Bridge Church in Rancho Santa Margarita, California.
Nice.
Now, we also have Matthew Montgomery for the group For Today. And he is literally just rock royalty when it comes to the 2000s metalcore scene. And from 2005 to 2016, he founded the Christian metalcore band For Today, who released several records on their faith-based heavy music label, Faith Down Records. And now he is at the altar at the Altar Fellowship in Johnson City, Tennessee. Next, we have Richie Furry of Buffalo Springfield. Now, Richie Furry helped from Buffalo Springfield with Stephen Stills, Neil Young, and Bruce Palmer in the 60s. He then founded the group Poco with Jim Messina and Timothy B. Schmidt. Never heard of any of these guys.
Me neither.
Never heard of them.
Floating.
But he became a pastor in 84, maybe that's why,
Yeah.
at Calvary Chapel in Colorado. Next, we have Ronnie Martin of Joy Electric, also a band I've never heard of. And he is from back in the day, and he was for an electro-driven robot rock. There's a thing called robot rock.
Hearing it now for the first time.
Robot rock. Okay, right. So it was once a flagship band for the formative Christian punk rock label, Tooth and Nail. But has since moved on to hire to become a full-time pastor. So a lot of them have also just been in the Christian rock scene. We also have Lincoln Brewster, who played guitar on Journey. We listened to Journey as it started off the show. And he went on to become a pastor at Bayside Church near Sacramento, California.
Yeah.
And we have Wayne Cochran. Oh my God, you should see the hairstyle on this man. Oh Lord. Like for real, like it's Elvis like, but it's all,
wow,
yes.
that is insane.
We'll share those pictures later on our search page. And he's a 60s rock and roll singer, or rather was. And he was on the modern rock known for modern rock for penning the teen tragedy song Last Kiss. Later made a hit in the 90s by Pearl Jam. And he went on to become a pastor himself. And he said in part of being a pastor. We're loud. It burns. I believe in the power of music. And if you don't want to get ecstatic, don't come to this church, okay? So they're very loud Jesus rockers, okay?
Amen.
All right. Now we have Rock Beckley of Pillar. So it's no surprise when an established Christian rocker, one who's already made professional headway in a faith-based music group or on the Christian radio waves, becomes a minister or church leader later on in their life, and now is a senior leader at Battle Creek Church out of Oklahoma. So that's the list.
Mm.
Oh, wait. There's one honorable mention.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Brain Welsh, aka
Mm-hmm.
head of Corn.
Oh, okay.
Now, who can give a list of gospel spreading rockers without this guy? Well, he's never become a pastor per se. Corn's Brian Head Welsh was so devoted to the Lord that he left his position as guitarist in the Jonathan Davis led alt metal band when he first became a born again convert. He since resumed his old role in Corn, but Welsh continues to evangelize as a headlining Christian speaker at numerous seminars, conferences, and meetings year in and year out. The rocker always seems ready to share his personal story of coming to Jesus.
Wow, that is a very, very comprehensive list. I don't know most of those people. Maybe they existed a bit out of my time. But I'm like, now I have people to go look up and see what they did before they decided to turn to Christ.
No, you don't. But it's good to know. But the one for Corn is interesting, actually.
Yeah.
I thought it would be a more, again, a more comprehensive list. But again, it's also good to see the likes of Bob Dylan also kind of like just led their way there.
I love Bob Dylan.
Right.
I totally love him.
Even with
And
his mess with Yoko Ono, he still managed to find his way to Christ.
yes.
Amen.
Yes, amen.
Hallelujah. Praise God. All right, that was our list for today.
Yeah.
Let's get back into the music. When we come back, we'll be looking at more of your requests as well as more coming out of the rock scene, including movies you need to be watching this Halloween, okay?
Definitely.
Yes, you know SKYLAR got the plug for you on that.
Yes.
Keep it right here on the Surge.
A forever classic.
Oh man, as I was good in studio, I started dancing. That's true.
Oh, me too. MJ was it.
He
He
was.
was.
He did a thing. But first of all, I've never watched Thriller. It's about time. It's about time.
You and I both. You and I both.
I tell you, I just need to take that week off. I just binge. Like, I don't know who I have to. Anyway, let me not finish that. But I don't know what I gotta
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
to just have that opportunity to just chill. Just all I need to do is just binge watch horrors.
Well, you can talk to me nicely, and then I can take up some of your
Eh,
work and stuff and help you sort some things while you take a vacay.
I would
Yeah.
appreciate that 100%, 100%, including my kids. Just take them,
I
take
will.
them and
I will. I definitely will.
yes. But yes, I think again I'll take that 1 week off and just binge watch. But I'm enjoying again binge watching American Horror Story. Although there was a time they did the double feature. That's the last one I've watched. That was in
Yeah.
2021.
Mm.
Ugh. That's the only time I think Ryan Murphy got it wrong.
2021.
Yeah, 2021. It was a double feature
Mm.
of you know a cross between vampires and aliens, and I was just like,
No. That doesn't cut it for me. First things first, not because it's American Horror Story, but because aliens and vampires is done.
it just was a mix up of things. I just didn't
Mhm.
understand it. It was just too far fetched. Okay.
Yeah.
And Sarah Paulson, who is a long-standing cast, she's
Yeah.
been there from season 1.
Mm-hmm.
She executive produced a lot of the episodes, and I was like, is this why?
Mm.
Is this because she stepped in front of, I mean, behind the camera as well as in front of the camera?
Perhaps.
It just stayed just straight away.
Yeah.
But I mean, the new season,
Uh-huh.
I mean, the last season, that was for 2022, and it has Zachary Quinto. It has is it Quinto is Pinto. Zachary Quinto, yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
Mara will swallow me with a look.
Like for real.
Yeah.
He's Star Wars. He's Heroes. Did you watch Heroes?
Yeah, I didn't finish it.
The Clockmaster guy.
Yeah.
You didn't want.
I remember.
That's
yeah,
him.
That's him. Okay,
And now
okay.
he's in this one. He's in this one for 2022. It's just a whole bunch of guys, a whole cast. It's not started off too badly. I'm still in episode 1, so I'm binging tonight.
Yeah.
Then get it, just try and bunker myself.
Okay, making me want to go back and like finish it off because
Oh, you-
I
you-
didn't.
Yeah,
see
first
that.
of all, you need to finish Heroes.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
Heroes.
Yes, you need to finish Heroes, and then now get into
Mm.
American Horror Story.
Okay.
If you want to keep down your dinner, you're good to go.
I will definitely do that. But that brings us to a few things you should be watching this Halloween season.
You're the plug. You're the
I am
plug.
definitely your plug for those. It's spooky season, and this is like my favorite season because I'm always in season. Spooky season is always in season for
Yes.
me every day. So I rounded up 5 of my favorites and 5 of the best. This is like best rated out there.
Mhm.
As always, I'm always complaining, hey guys, don't make horror movies like they used to anymore. But I promise you, this still has that feel. It will scare you. It will
Okay,
do
which
the
is
thing.
this one?
To do the thing. So it's 5 films.
Okay.
Funny enough, they're all series. So you have a whole lot of binge watching to do.
Right.
So the first one is The Haunting of Hill House.
Okay.
So The Haunting of Hill House is a 2018 Netflix series.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a haunted house film that will actually make you want to burn your own home down. I totally agree because afterwards I was like, okay, why aren't these guys just burning that house or just read it off the face of the earth. I'm not going to
Okay.
spoil it further, but this will make you not sleep. You'll constantly be checking under your bed for is
Oh,
there
wow.
someone over here?
Okay.
It's not even that scary. It's just so dark, and the moments of scary are just they pop up.
Okay. It has that
randomly.
shock value.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Then there's the Amityville Horror.
Okay. That's a
So,
classic.
Yeah, that's a classic.
Yeah.
So this one is a haunted house film. It's the one from, is it 19 what? Forgotten the year, but it's actually a classic film. The old one, yeah?
Yeah, I think it was around the 70s when it came out.
Yeah.
If I'm not wrong, but let me look it up quickly as you
Yes.
talk about it.
So you can either have the, I don't know if they remade this, the Amityville Horror. I think they did.
They
The
tried,
one
I
for,
think.
was it after Conjuring?
Now, you see, now, that's where you lose me, okay? Yeah, like I told you, me and anything to do with
devil
religion,
And The
I stay
Exorcist.
clear off of it.
Okay, so the Amityville Horror, I think they did remake it, but it's a haunted house film that'll make you think twice about buying a new house. I always wonder, this is my question, every time we're watching a horror movie and it's based off of a true story,
Yeah.
people are looking to buy a house, and then they find a very, very cheap house, but they're told, oh, you know, things happened here. Why would you just settle for a house where people are said to have killed themselves? Or, like, literally, it's a very nice house, but nobody in this neighborhood is buying it. Literally, this should be like $5 million, and it's being sold to you at $300K.
Ask
what
the
is this?
questions, yes.
And people actually like, oh, this is a good deal. You know what? We can handle the demons. I'm like, no, you will not handle the demons, because the Amityville Horror actually just lets you know, before you buy a house, you have to bring your pastor. You know,
Even though sometimes don't work.
they don't work.
Just leave the house alone.
Just leave the house alone. Just
Burn
burn
it down.
Burn
Yes.
it down.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Grow
'cause
some trees and move on.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next one is The Haunting of Bly Manor. This is actually one of my favorites, by the way.
Okay.
Bly Manor. It's a haunted house series that will actually make you cry. It was so emotional, and at the same time, so I was left with some kind of hangover. And it's not a nice hangover. It's like I'm from grieving.
Okay.
I was like, okay, why am I feeling so dark and gloomy inside? These
Your
people
emotions
have
were
messed
all
me
over.
up. Yeah, but it was pretty dope. And then there's this child there who just, it's British, yeah? So he just keeps saying perfectly splendid, everything splendid with a Anyway, she got to my head. I'm still traumatized, but I loved it.
Okay.
Haunting of Bly Manor.
Okay.
Then there's The Conjuring, another classic. So this one will make you want to call a priest if you've never watched it. And it's based off of true events.
Lost me.
Yeah. The true cases of paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren. Have you I actually watched a documentary, not the actual documentary, off of Ed and Lorraine, and
I
how they would
stay away.
yeah. You stay away.
Yeah,
Th-
I
these
watched. Do you know?
people.
I watched Paranormal Activity, like all of them. That's a weird thing, but I can see my life. But yes, be anything that brings things to life like that. It's very hard,
Yeah.
very hard for me.
I actually found them very interesting because it's not that I don't know, but I don't know. Are people gifted this much, like being clairvoyant? Like Lorraine is said to be clairvoyant. She can see things. She can feel things.
I don't know. I mean, if bees are ending up on people's bodies, you never know.
Yeah, right.
I don't know.
I kind of consider myself gifted,
Mm-hmm.
or so.
Do
my
tell.
friends have told me so.
Okay.
It's mostly
Gifted in
'cause-
what way? It's
mostly
not of like,
'cause-
oh my God, you did not excel in school, but you're so
No, 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 no.
gifted.
Wow.
What kind of
So
gifted?
Not that kind of gifted, but they say I also see, like when I say things, I
Ah.
cannot have like the full details of it. But
Okay.
if I tell you, and then later you go do some digging, you're like, wait, and she didn't know anything, but she actually knew.
Ah.
I don't know.
Okay.
They
This
say
is
that
things you
it's
watch.
not. This,
Mhm.
It's the things I watch. Yeah.
Mm.
Slowly being recruited into the. Yes. The other one is called Them.
Okay.
So Them. This one you can watch. This one is not so bad off, but it's still scary. So it's not based off of exorcism. So this one is a
Good.
haunted house series,
Okay.
of course, but it's about racism in America. So did you watch Hereditary? Did you watch Hereditary?
I am
And,
not ready to watch it yet.
It's so twisted. and
Yes.
it messes with your brain so bad. You're
It's
like,
on
okay,
Amazon. It's the one on Amazon.
Yes.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready. I'm preparing myself. I have the link ready on my phone. I'm just not ready yet.
It is twisted. It is weird. It was just throwing me off. 1 minute I'm here, 1 minute I'm there, and I'm like, okay, wait. This is about racism, but it's scary. It's cultic. It's
Right.
intense.
And a lot of, like, if you've ever watched Skeleton Key, okay, this is before your time, I know it. But if you ever watch things like those,
yeah.
there is always, like, where there's a race thing involved, there is also voodoo and and witchcraft somehow involved.
Yeah.
But for them, it was enough for me to see the trailer for me to say, okay, I need to prepare myself.
Yeah.
I'm not ready
Yeah.
yet.
Do you know the funny thing about them is I feel like one is it the lady or I don't know, one of them is from not Get Out. Is it Nope.
Yeah, Get
Nope.
Out.
Get Out and Nope, yeah?
Nope
Is
was
it Nope or
yeah, but it's all Jordan Peele.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
But it was really dope. I really loved them.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the 5 things you should watch. Put on your to-do list before Halloween closes. That is before 31st of October. You should have watched Haunting of Hill House. The good thing about the Amityville Horror, Haunting of Bly Manor, Conjuring, and them. So the good thing about all these films is once you start watching, there's no stopping.
Okay.
Yeah, you're tempted to just. I'm telling you, I was
It's
scared.
true.
I was scared shitless,
But
still, I'm there like, okay, but I want to know what happens.
right.
Especially in the Haunting of Hill House, because it continues. There's a season 2, and I think a 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, a 2 or 3, and I loved it. And then it just goes deeper, deeper, deeper. It's perfect, and there's a book for it too.
Okay.
Yeah.
But them is a must. Is it something you'd highly recommend?
I would
Okay.
definitely recommend. It's actually the scariest of them all there, based
Yes.
off of my judgment. But that's because
I'm
it's
telling you,
different.
even just the trailer itself
Yeah.
tells you enough.
Twisted stuff.
You really
And
have
that
to prepare
lady
yourself.
had me going crazy. I was like, maybe we both are crazy.
And one of the cast has actually also been in American Horror Story as well.
Yeah.
And she's played all sorts of characters, but one of them was also a lesbian trying to fight for her rights during Trump America.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting to see how these characters
Mhm.
usually just try to portray themselves
Yeah.
in their different facets.
Yeah.
And in that, she was one of the most racist of them all from the trailer. I'm wait. I'll watch it.
I'm a big fan of dark films, dark humor, anything with a little bit of darkness.
But
So-
them takes the cake. But anyway, I'll look for it.
Yeah.
I'll take your word for it. So those are the things you need to be
Yeah.
watching out for, definitely. Along with my American Horror Story. The American Horror Story, I'm sorry.
Definitely.
We're going on and on about that, but American Horror Story for 2023
Yeah.
features
Mm.
none other than Kim Kardashian.
No way.
Can you imagine?
Okay, that's interesting.
Ryan Murphy does know how to bring them together.
Oh wow.
Mhm.
Okay, now I'm tempted.
Oh, you should be.
I hope she. Oh wow. Let me not judge her or compare her to Gaga, because Gaga is something else.
Gaga in, oh God.
Gaga is
Let's
something
not even go
else.
into that because now we'll be taking up minutes for people to be listening to music.
Yeah.
But her acting in American Horror Story, anything,
yeah,
is amazing.
It is.
Amazing. All right, let's go
yeah.
back into the music. I'm obsessed.
Me
Let's go
too.
back into the
Me too.
music. Of course, we still want in your requests. We do have some shout outs before we go into that.
Yes, we have Peter who's tuned in from Wanye. Representing. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you got your requests. We also have Patrick, aka Akhenaten,
Okay.
and then we have what's his name? sorry, my bad. Gotta get these names correct.
You're saying them from heart, as in like, I was just like, hey,
And
you know
but
your people.
I know my people, and
Yes.
this one I just forgot. But yeah. His name is Maura Black Norms, another
Okay.
rockhead. So
Oh,
shout out to
nice.
you. Thank you so much for tuning in. And lastly, we have Angie, as always, tuned in from Nairobi.
Nice.
Yes. Please
All
get
right.
your requests in.
Yes.
We do have something up on our Surge story, so you can also get in your requests over there or
Mhm.
on our line.
Mhm.
Yes. Let's get back into the music.
All right, your requests keep on coming. Remember, it is a Halloween season, so we're all about that music. If it's something that actually reminds you of that, don't be shy. Send them in. We got you covered, from metal to punk to even pop. Just send it in. We got you covered. I saw a specific question before we go on the break.
Yeah.
What is that horror movie that got you, Yani, just watching, that one? Yeah, it's on that group of men. And they're asking what movie made you start liking horror movies. That one thing.
That
Yes.
one.
Think about it.
Okay.
When we come back, you'll give me your answer.
All right.
rockers to ever exist, blues and black rockers.
Wow.
He set the trail for a lot of people back then and even today. So whenever you hear the name Chuck Berry, just know that he was rather one hilarious but amazing trailblazer. For those who don't know Chuck Berry, um, he was he was not only a rocker, but he was a mad guitarist. Um, and on this day in 1926 is when he was born. So happy birthday, Chuck
Birthday.
Berry. Now, Charles Edward Anderson Berry was an American singer, songwriter, and guitarist, and one of the pioneers of rock and roll music. Nicknamed the father of rock and roll, Berry redefined, or rather refined and developed rhythm and blues into the major elements that made rock and roll distinctive, with such songs such as Maybelline in 1955. Maybelline is hilarious. Roll Over Beethoven in 1956. Rock and Roll Music in 1957, and Johnny B. Good in 1958. And we cannot forget to mention My Ding-a-Ling, which I'm going to be playing later on in the show. It's an hilarious, hilarious song that talks about, yes, his ding-a-ling.
My
Now, writing lyrics that focus on teen life and consumerism and developing a music style that included guitar solos and showmanship, Berry was a major influence and subsequent influence on rock music. So that was Chuck Berry. That was the life of Chuck Berry. If you go and look, yes, you go and look him up, you get to see a lot about him. One of these dance styles, I actually saw Tony Wardays mimic it at the last Sergeant Plugged. Remember when he got off the stage and he was kicking up his leg and playing the guitar at the same time?
Oh, that's one of, oh my.
That's a Chuck Berry move.
That's really
Yes.
dope.
Yes. So, other than that, on this day in history, we also had Jimi Hendrix, who played in France. That was in 1966. And it was called the Jimi Hendrix Experience. That was the name of the band, and they played their first major gig supporting the French pop star Johnny Hallyday at the Olympia Theatre in Paris. That was this day in history. We also had the Rolling Stones in 1974 rather, who released their 14th US studio album, It's Only Rock and Roll. And It's Only Rock and Roll is the 12th British and 14th American studio album by the English rock band The Rolling Stones, released on 18th October 1974 by Rolling Stone Records. It was the last Rolling Stones album to feature guitarist Mick Taylor, and the songwriter and recording of the album's title track had a connection to Taylor's eventual replacement, Ronnie Wood. It's Only Rock and Roll combines the core blues and rock and roll oriented sound with elements of funk and reggae. It's Only Rock and Roll reached #1 in the United States and #2 in the UK. Lastly, we also have on this day in 1957, Paul McCartney and John Lennon perform together for the first time after Paul joins John's band, the Quarrymen, and rather it's the Quarrymen. The show takes place at New Clubmore Hall in their hometown in Liverpool, and Paul plays guitar. A lot happened on this day in history. If it's something we've missed, be sure to let us know on +254 788 380030. Let's get back into the music. Now that was last year's tragedy with Generation Light. When that song comes on at any event, the mosh pit suddenly fills up, and you're just seeing dreads and heads going up and down.
Telling you.
What? The feeling in the room at that time is just something else.
You know, at the event at Undertow,
Yes.
they were like, "We are done for the night," and people were like, "No, we want another song." And when they asked which one, people said Violation and Generation Light, and I was
yeah.
like, "Yes,
You can tell why.
yes,
You can absolutely tell why. And they just like with every song that they do, it's just like it's a vibe. It's a vibe in itself. It's amazing watching them. This year they made it to the Wacken battle.
Yes.
Already RSK has announced that applications are open for
Nice.
2024.
Nice.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Yes. So for those who want to apply for the next Wacken, please check out Rock Society of Kenya.
Yeah.
They definitely have you guys covered. So that's for Sub-Saharan Africa. The applications are open, and you apply to www.metal-battle.com. www.metal-battle.com, and that's for the Sub-Saharan Africa 2024 heat.
Nice.
Yes.
Can't wait to see. I'm really hoping that we find some new bands on the lineup. You know.
That would be interesting. That would be cool.
Because
Chobo made it this year.
that was really dope. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really dope. Yeah, but it would be nice to see
New faces.
but also would nice to see a lot of bands just taking their time to really practice.
Yes, because
You know, I understand you're going up against LYT, but of course you know, and I know they've been there for the last 10 years. But of course you need to bring your
you have to.
game.
You have to.
When I was at that battle, I absolutely loved watching them. Absolutely loved watching all the bands, but my highlights had to be them and Irony Destroyed and Crystal Axis.
Yeah. And all those bands you've mentioned, it's just the energy and the amount of practice that they put into their sets.
Right.
And that's why they're there, yeah?
Exactly.
So when you guys are coming to register for Wacken, we'll see you at the next Wacken.
Right.
Bring just as much or better.
Better.
Yes.
Do your research, do your practice, do it well. Now, I asked you at some point during the show, what was that movie that got you on that horror movie trail that said, okay, that's it, I'm watching horror movies from now on? We had Angel who saying, Drag Me to Hell is a horror movie that got me. I looked it up and I was just like, okay.
Wait, no way. No way, you've not watched Drag Me to Hell?
No.
No way. That's a classic.
It's a 2009 film. I'm like, what's good about it? What is it about?
Okay, then if you watch it now, I don't feel like it has the same kind of. It's like watching Wrong Turn now.
Okay.
It's not so Final Destination. It's not so.
Okay.
It's no thrill to it. But
Got you.
at that time, that was some scary stuff. Literally, with the graphics, they went above and beyond compared to what we had been watching.
Yeah.
And then it was the plot and the way it was so different, so new. All I remember is a lady with her long fingers, and she was just tapping on a desk like this when she arrived at this. Was it a bank? Trying to get a loan or something? I don't remember. But
Okay.
all I remember is her and her nails doing that.
Okay.
Yeah. Literally, it's like imprinted at the back of my brain. That's how good Drag Me to Hell was. I can see a hand pop out of the what do you call it, the floor.
Okay.
Yes.
it's
perfect.
I think I need to look it up. So, okay, this is a synopsis, right?
Yeah.
But it looks like a very indie film. But anyway, so Kristen Brown is on her way to having it all: a devoted boyfriend, a hard-earned job promotion, and a bright future. But when she has to make a tough decision that evicts an elderly woman from her house, Kristen becomes the victim of an evil curse. Now, she has only 3 days to dissuade a dark spirit from stealing her soul before she's dragged to hell for an eternity of unthinkable torment. It's directed by Sam Raimi and returns to the horror genre with a vengeance in the film that critics rave is the most crazy, fun, and terrifying horror movie in years.
Yes. Yeah.
Mm.
That was a dope movie. I totally. If there's anyone who didn't watch horror at that time, and I remember one of my cousins didn't, but after watching that, because we had it literally, I'm telling you right now, we have like this the CD. We
Okay.
have the CD, like we have it. You know the one where you go to a shop and you buy the actual one for Drag Me Tell, not a banned one. No, si
Aha.
akubana pana, like the legit. Went and bought it from the shop, so we have it. It's like a trophy at home. Like, yeah, back then when we used
Okay.
to have legit horror films.
Anyway, you are dedicated.
Dedicated.
So it's actually the directors of Spider-Man who put this one together.
Ah, that's interesting.
Like, well, it does look like it has a lot of shock value.
Yeah.
From what I'm seeing.
Mm,
Yeah, and it has a good cast.
it does. It
But it's
does.
evil spirits, seances, and all of that. Oh, looks like I'm gonna watch it. Okay, I'm
Please
convinced. I got
Please
it.
do.
I'm watching that. Now, for me,
Mm.
what got me there? Okay, first, I asked you first. You first. Go first.
do. Okay, for me, I would love to say those 209 films, but I feel like I had been watching them way before that, but caught
Right.
on. So the first one I ever watched was The Exorcism of Emily Rose.
Okay.
The one from 1940 or 19, I don't know when.
Okay.
So I found a relative of mine watching it and they're like, this one is scary, you won't sleep. Man, that thing scared me.
Right.
I've never recovered till today.
Okay.
And they actually did another one, The Exorcism of
I
Emily
told you.
Rose.
I
But
can't.
that really scared me. And here's a funny thing, fun fact, biology or yeah.
Mhm.
Your body can tell the difference when it's excited and when you're scared because adrenaline and dopamine is the
Right.
release is all the same. So I think once I got that, I was like, okay, you know what, this is just as exciting as it is scary. So
Right.
I might as well keep doing this. And I got stuck.
You got stuck.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, for me, there used to be a series, not a
Mm.
movie, series called V, and then it made its comeback, which was really crap. But yes, V was there during the late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
It was just, alien filled, alien filled, and it was, these reptiles that come to take over the earth,
Yeah.
and they used to like eating rats and humans.
Mm.
So that's the one that got me. At least that's the one that was, there on KTN during
Yeah.
those days.
Yeah.
That's the one that got me onto the horror stuff to begin with,
Mm.
because it was being watched in our homes.
Yeah.
Then there was this movie I was given, I think now when we were told not to watch these things anymore, which was called Wishmaster. And I think it had up to Wishmaster 4. So you're given wishes, yeah? But it's by this evil man who would now turn your biggest wishes into your worst nightmares.
Wow.
It would drag you down to the bowels of hell for you to suffer through them for all eternity. So whether it was vanity or money or whatever, your wishes would turn into your worst nightmares. Okay.
Wow.
Lastly, it was Jeepers Creepers. Jeepers
That was dope.
Creepers.
Yes, a classic.
I could watch that again and again
Yeah.
till now. Yes.
Oh my god. All those you've mentioned, I'd totally rewatch them. I mean, the shock value is eroded by now, but still,
Right.
it's the nostalgia that counts. I'm
But
like,
Jeepers Creepers
man.
still had that. It's still,
Yeah.
even when you watch it now, it still has that. It was a cool cast. It was a
mm.
coming of age story. I love any coming
Mm.
of age anything.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
Really dope. Well, there's some honorable mentions. There's
Mhm.
one, Land of the Living Dead. That's like the first one that caught me on to like post-apocalyptic. It wasn't entirely post-apocalyptic because it was just the dead coming. Okay, yeah, that's technically that.
Right, it
But
is.
the dead were coming back to life, and this was way before Walking Dead. This was in the I don't know what.
Okay.
So really dope. I caught on, and I'm like, okay, so maybe I really do like this.
Maybe I really do. Mhm.
Yeah, but that's one. Land of the Living Dead. Night of the Living Dead and Land of the Living Dead.
Okay.
So there's those two, yeah.
I remember the setup, but I didn't watch them. But yes, guys, we continue to ask you, what is that horror movie that got you onto all horror movies? The one that set the path and you were like, okay, I'm in. It
Oh.
scared the hell out of me, but I am in. I am watching horror movies from now on. Michelle, let us know before we close off. Of course, we do have your requests that we would like to sample. Angel says she would like the feels, and more feels. And she is requesting for Creed's Wide Open. We got you covered. Stand by right here for that. And of course, you have just a few more minutes before we close off. So hurry up and send your requests right now. Okay. For listening to dingaling songs and people scaring us in the studio.
Oh, yeah.
Halloween season, spooky season.
Whoa, I've just seen that leg and I'm like, wait, what's happening?
You know,
It
because when I was
scared
in
me.
studio.
Like my 2020 vision is.
Oh my god! Like I looked up, I was like, "Don't do that."
Whoa.
Okay, guys, we've come to the end of the show. Thank you
Okay.
guys so much for tuning in. For those who sent in their requests, thank you. For those who didn't get to the conversations, thank you. For those who have given us things to watch over this
Thank you.
spooky season, thank you. It was called what? Highway to Hell? What's it called? That movie.
Drag Me to Hell.
Drag Me to Hell.
Yeah.
Definitely going to be watching it.
Watch it.
It looks interesting, but I'm going to be watching it with the lights on, even during the day.
How fun is that?
Okay. And on my phone, so I can be looking up and down with the scary parts. Okay. That's how I get through most scary things.
Yeah.
But guys, of course, you'll catch us again next week. We do have our boys in the States who are putting out a new song very soon. They're giving us
Yes.
exclusives on that.
Definitely.
And they're going to be coming into studio to talk about that as well. So look out for that interview. A big shout out to Lone Tree Band who won a People's Choice Award.
Yes, that was really dope.
Yes,
Oh,
really,
wow.
really happy for them. They looked really elated. Okay,
Mm.
the one who was representing, what's her name?
Talia? Was it Talia?
Talia? Okay.
Tanya?
Well,
That's
yes.
Talia.
Congratulations to the entire team. They've been in this for 7 years. And now they're winning awards.
You know, it's so funny seeing
Mhm.
them come from, where they were till now. We've
Right.
seen them grow literally. We've
We
seen them-
have.
yeah.
From
It's
little ones, and now
beautiful.
they're going on to college. Such a proud
Yeah,
moment.
it's such a proud moment.
And now they're winning awards.
Mm.
And finally, of course, we have to plug events that are coming up. Now, Rush Band are celebrating 10 years.
It's really dope.
10 years in the
Oh.
industry.
Great band.
And they're going to be celebrating it at K1 at their Rock Night on the 18th of November.
Nice.
And this time, entry is absolutely free.
free. No reason for you to miss whatsoever.
Exactly.
Entry is free. All you need to do is just get there in time because, it's got to be packed, I'm sure.
I'm
So
sure.
get there early. Book
I'm
your
not missing this
spots, and
one.
I'm not missing it either.
Yeah, it looks like it's
Like
going to have a
10
really good
years,
lineup.
It's gonna be nice.
It's going to be good.
Mm.
Also, look out for, of course, what happened at the last Surge Unplugged. Everything is almost ready for you guys to view.
Yeah,
Of course, dates for the next as well as the lineup. It's going to be dope.
for sure.
Okay, as we always tell you, to support all rock music we play here on all streaming platforms as well as on Icon Radio #1 Entertainment Plug. Always remind you to always keep your hands to what?
Yourself, oh.
Because
Yourself.
if you cannot love on other people nicely, just love on yourself.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Only you can love yourself the way you need to be loved. So do it to yourself, okay?
Exactly.
And if it's something you can't do to yourself, don't do it to another person.
Why would you?
As in why?
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 What's wrong with you?
You're
See
sick.
yourself. See your life. All right. Of course. Have a fantastic weekend ahead. The weekend begins tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Make kwanza mine starts tonight.
Hey, wait. I'm so jealous.
So I'm gonna be free the whole of tomorrow, the whole of Friday, the whole of the weekend.
Oh,
and
wow.
then back to work.
Oh,
on
wow.
Monday.
Enjoy your long weekend.
Definitely,
I have to give a
definitely.
big shout out to my babies, my cuddle buddies,
Yes.
my 2 fraternal twins, my boys, Jamal and Ethan. Ethan is turning 3 tomorrow.
Oh, happy birthday.
Yes, Jamal is turning 6 on Friday.
Oh,
My
happy
Shuja
birthday.
babies.
Oh, that is amazing.
Yes, so it's on celebration mode for them this weekend.
Mm.
So if my phone is off, don't call me. I'm gonna call you,
Call
okay?
you.
Yes, because these are milestones. So
Yeah,
happy birthday, my babies. Looking forward to celebrating with you guys
definitely.
this weekend. Of course, guys, if you know of any events that are coming up that we haven't mentioned, be sure to let us know on our WhatsApp number +254 788 380030. And we're not mean, we will share.
Mm.
And be sure to follow Surge KE on all platforms. That
Yes.
is Facebook, Instagram, Threads, X, Tukozote.
We're everywhere.
We are everywhere.
Yeah.
follow. And for those ones which need following back, we will follow back.
Definitely.
Of course, I'm Munyiri Fox on Instagram, Twitter. I am Aloba. Follow, I'll follow back. And
I am SKYLAR Lorena everywhere.
Everywhere.
Find me everywhere, yeah.
all right, guys, catch you again next week. Again, have a fantastic weekend ahead and rock out.
Rock on.
Until then, it's peace, love, and
Rock on.
rock on.